Hi everyone, it's Kids Make My Teacher channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to go through my top 5 games that I think that will be good games to watch. Now, if you are attending Kids Make Buys, like and comment. If you are new to the channel, like, comment and subscribe. It means a lot to me. Been doing a fair bit of live streaming, talking to obviously people as well about their clubs and obviously about Collingwood, and it just feels great that I can use my voice as a platform for this. And when I said about West Coast and Richmond needing to or have to do a rebuild, I'm not being disrespectful at all, to be honest. If I can say that myself, I'm not being disrespectful. You know, Richmond's been a great club for so long, and they're going to miss the finals. I think that the difference was when Richmond did their review, external review, they were making finals. And they had 1 year that they're off. So realistically, they had that window of 7 years, 7 of the last 8 years of making, obviously, finals and grand finals as well. And a prelim on top of that. So I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I'm not backing down from those comments. I still think that's going to happen regardless. But it's good to say that, you know, you don't want to do a Hawthorn. You go, because they were in the finals, so 11 to 16. So 5 years within that period. And eventually, some stages, it does come. It does hit you pretty hard. And 17, 18 was a false top 4 for Hawthorn. And then looking at them now, that they have to rebuild. Clarkson doesn't have the list anymore. What he's had, he had to get rid of some senior players and move them on as well, and start playing the kids. Because even Collingwood doing the same thing. You've been out there for 2 or 3 years. It hasn't quite worked out. Unfortunately, you're going to have to start playing kids. And we haven't come out publicly and said that. But it's been good that we saw some of the kids play. And I think that's what you need, because you need depth. And Richmond had depth, but they had to get rid of some of the same players like Jack Higgins, Dan Butler as well. So they would have came in and had the hunger as well, as much as anything. So I think the same thing with West Coast. I think the game plan catches up to you. Teams catch up to you. You're going to have to reinvent. If you can't reinvent in this competition, well, you're going backwards, and other teams are coming up 3, 4, 5 years. And then they go, okay, well, we've been down for this long. We've been building nicely, as much as possible. So I'll go through my top 5 games. In depth, I'll go through the season review. I'm not going to do it this week. Due to, well, I could do North Melbourne, where I had them. But let's be honest, it's that can be done in another time. So these are the 5 games how I think. I'll let you guys have your say as well on top of that. But the game that I think that will be cracking games, to be honest, is Western Bulldogs for Adelaide. Now this has got top 4 contention as well, because this is top 4 final chances for both of these teams. Whoever wins will be in the top 4 regardless. Other than that, that's how we look at it in my point of view. Number 4, Geelong versus Melbourne. And the reason why I say that, Geelong fighting for a top 4 finish. Melbourne looking for top 2. So again, I think that this game is a cracking game of footy, and certainly will be. The way that the season has been, it comes down to this last game. Theoretically, it may not matter that you play your best hands, but you know what, sometimes you have to. So it might come down to, we're not going to show you a full hand. There might be some resting players. There's no pre-finals bye. That might happen later on in the finals. But obviously this will come down, like, when it comes to finals, it's a lot different because every final is so crucial, it's so important. As well, though, I'll be looking forward to watching. I think the next one for me is Richmond versus Hawthorn. Now, technically, the Tigers can still make it. The way that this season has been, surprisingly, the Tigers can still make it. Can the Hawks do it again? No, they've done it again. They continue to play well. And this is where it comes down to the last round. There's always going to be a few upsets as well throughout the season. After getting 8 right, I almost got 9. Leading up to that. So I think it's a good thing. But certainly see how we go with that. Number 2, it's pretty simple, I think, as well. On top of that, St Kilda versus Fremantle. Now, look, St Kilda aren't going to play finals or anything like that. But having said that, I think we're going to see some cracking results, and we're going to see some teams that play really good football. Why not, when you've got the chance to do it, play it and play with intent as well, as much as anything. And number 1, I think we know where this is going to lead. Now, it's not going to be Essendon Collingwood, because that would mean, well, it means nothing, but there is finals implications on that. The Giants, they have got a massive chance to play finals this year. Now, their run as well, has been good. You know, that they've got a big game this week. Can't remember who they're playing, because I know that North Melbourne's got Adelaide, Brisbane's got West Coast, Essendon's got Collingwood, the usual suspects. But after Giants having a win against Richmond, I think it's not the Gold Coast Suns, it's not the Western Bulldogs, it's not West Coast Eagles. I'm thinking it's either the West Coast Eagles. Oh no, it's not the West Coast Eagles. Could be not Fremantle. Could be Fremantle. No, it's not Fremantle because that's where I think St Kilda's playing him. Carlton. GWS versus Carlton. Sorry, and I think that game. As well, because this has finals implications for them as much as possible. I could say Essendon, Collingwood, but I ain't going to. Giants, for me, they're in hot form. If they come out and smash Carlton, that would be huge. Obviously, Essendon versus Collingwood as well. A shout out to that game because that has finals implications as well. Essendon win, they play finals. If not, they're out. So that's what it is realistically. But like, comment, subscribe. Go the Pies.